Over the last 10 plus years, I've worked with so many clients, hundreds of them literally all over the world, coaching them. And there are a lot of different topics that come up. And so I incorporate those throughout the book. And you can use it really as a reference tool when you're dealing with particular issues. What kinds of questions can you use to coach yourself? So from issues around relationships, how do you deal with your most difficult relationships? What questions do you need to ask before you say, I do? How do you make friendships when you're over 30? That's a really big one, especially in our mobile society. Looking at career. How do you build your professional network? How do you find a mentor? How is it that you can become more of a leader in your communication style at work? How do you negotiate for a better salary or a better title? All of those things are so important, but then there's also those emotional things. So we talk a lot in the book about how you build resilience. How is it that you maintain your hope and your faith when you've been discouraged? And I'm betting you've been discouraged. I have. And what I have found is that in the midst of that, sometimes you have to learn how to encourage yourself. And in the book, that's one of the things that I talk about. How do you maintain your hope and your optimism so that you keep moving towards the life that I know you can have? You don't want to settle. I found that when we stop hoping, we start settling. And so throughout the book, it really becomes this tool for you to be able to ask yourself the kinds of questions that get you the answers that you need to move to that next level.
The session with Valerie this morning really resonated with me because she said, if you change your thinking, then you'll change your life. And that was just that key moment for me when I just connected with everything she was saying. It was all those simple things that you just never thought of before.
Just her enthusiasm and the fact that we can relate to her because she has been through some stuff. She's not like, oh, you're so perfect, we can never relate to what you're saying, what have you gone through? She's had her own struggles, and she's showing that she is resilient, she is bouncing back, and that's what it is all about for us women, realizing that we're not alone, and if we just stop and take the time and listen to others who've been through it, who can really impart some stuff to us.